Hey my beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, welcome to the family. It's really nice to have you. In today's video we are actually going to be looking at a new camera that I just got. It's the V50X action camera. I thought we could see what's inside of it, give a proper test of it, and give you guys my thoughts just in case. Okay, so I had to get a knife because not only did they glue it down, they've also taped it down, so I cannot get to it like at all. So I'm gonna have to cut it, but don't do what I do because I'm awful with this. Oh my god, they've really stuck this down. Not how you meant to do it, but okay, so apparently you want to take out the silicone rubber protector, give the mount a buckle, a hard pull, and pull backwards to disassemble the camera. Disassemble. Give the mount buckle a hard pull. But I can't do it. Why did they make this so difficult? What if I open the case? Let me open the box, because well, it comes with an instruction manual for a camera that I cannot get off. At least I got 24-month warranty. So that's the buckle that it's in at the moment, but without the actual slot. Guess this is a wrist strap. I guess to lock it up, because it has a little ranch symbol on it. I don't know whether you can see that. There you go, a little ranch symbol on it. Another one. One of the GoPro sort of holds. A clickable lock, which you can clip on. Another mount. Another mount. Another mount. The charging cable. A bike mount. A big mount. Some smaller mounts or screws. A wire cable. And more these things, others. Oh, there's the cables. Zip ties as well. A remote control. 2 batteries. Oh. Okay. That's the big mount that I was talking about. There's the chargers for the 2 batteries. This did not help either. I thought maybe like there was something underneath that I could just disassemble, but no. All I'm hearing is the box pop. Okay. So in the end, I struggled so much that I got my mum to do it. So she managed to get it out. She said you definitely need 2 fingers to unlever it. It's also, I don't know whether you felt it, it's glued in. Yeah, it was glued in. It was glued in. So, I mean, I guess, yes, it is stable. It is in the box for safety so it doesn't move about. But if I was alone, I would have never been able to get that out, I don't think. So I'm glad I got my mum here. Born a mummy's girl leaves a mummy girl. Now in order to get this one off, it literally just says to push open this, and that should be it. So is this going to be any easier? I've got to do it from the front. That one's a lot easier. That's done. And then what? Then the front should just pull out. I mean the back should just pull out. Oh god. It is out. Right. That is the waterproof case, and I assume this is a back replacement. Oh no, because they've got... It's... It has whole gaps in it. So I don't really get that, but that is the waterproof case. It is definitely a very hard plastic, which is good. The buttons feel quite stiff but springy to push, which is another good thing. Now this is the camera. Now I would say I have quite small hands. It is the size of my palm. It is very small. It also feels like nothing is in it. Obviously the battery isn't in it at the moment, but it is very light. It does use a screw, not one of the tripod ones, but it does come with, so this screws into there, then you can use the GoPro stand. So if you are using any of your current GoPro stands, GoPro tripods, GoPro buckles, it should work with it. Okay, so I am going to put the batteries in it to see how much charge you get on a battery before you charge it at home as you buy it. So just bog standard. So there is a slot here on the camera. So that is where the battery goes. So we're going to put the battery in there. On the side there is a mini HDMI, the charging port, and the SD port. Now this takes a mini SD card. You really want a U3 memory card with this. SD card? You want a U3 card because they are the quickest and it will be the best one for this. There are arrows on the side, there is a touch screen, but let's peel it off and see what we get. Okay, so I've just got back from getting a micro SD card. The camera's still in there. Now the battery that was charging is now blue, so assume that's fully charged. So we're gonna see how much battery charge comes stock, and then obviously we will use the fully charged one. That was satisfying. So now we get to choose the language, English, the date, which is the 28th. We can also use the arrows on the side. The camera's not focusing. Oh, it's American. Can I change that? Nope. The only thing I've noticed, it says note, the camera does not record sounds when it's in its waterproof case, which I have read that it does, but it is very muffled and it doesn't sound that great. It also says you can charge the camera while the camera is being used and while the battery is in the camera, so that is good. I have installed the app. The very first thing that it shows you is other people using the cameras, which I think is actually pretty cool. It also states where they're from, what they're doing, and there's little tags that people can use. When you click the edit tab, it actually brings up videos that you have filmed yourself on your actual device that I'm holding, so my phone in this case. That is to connect it, but obviously this isn't doing anything at the moment. So if you do decide to get this camera, turn it on, then put your SD card in it afterwards to format it. We want the date and time off. We can change the image. We want the image stabilization on. We want the best thing. So I have had this battery charging for maybe an hour and a half, and it is fully charged. We are going to go back in with the original battery that has not been charged, just to see how much battery percentage they give you when you first get the camera. It actually comes pretty much full from the get-go. So if you do receive this camera and you want to instantly use it, that option is there, which is pretty good. Okay, so we are going to try and connect the camera to the app now. So in order to do it, we need to turn the Wi-Fi on the camera, and apparently you turn on the camera, then press the up button. There is the up buttons on the sides, up. Wi-Fi is on. So when you go into the app, you click the device button, add a device, choose the camera. See, there's the live preview. You guys can see yourself and see yourself, you know? Well, you can see what you're seeing, but while you're seeing it. That's pretty cool. Okay. Now we will give it a test.
Is it okay if I get some ketchup? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. So this is the camera from the back while I'm outside. I was about to start recording on a walk, just so you could get some sort of idea, but it's raining really hard. So I will actually go back inside and put the waterproof camera on, but for now, this is what it looks like, this is what it sounds like from behind. I'm not sure whether you can hear the cars, I'm not sure whether you can even see the rain or hear the rain, but I'm gonna go put the waterproof case on it now. So this is me holding the camera. It's no longer on a mount, but it is in the waterproof case. This is what it sounds like. The hard plastic obviously does cover the mic, and it does say the mic will not work in the case, but I thought I'd still put it to as a test.
So to test to see if this is actually fully waterproof, I'm actually going to be dipping the waterproof camera and the case into my sink, just so that way we can test it before we actually like take it somewhere that could get wet. Another thing that I've noticed, see, I'm in my mini bathroom. The camera has no problem with the lighting. This camera has no issues with lighting. It does not flicker, it does not have a problem. This one does not like this lighting. It flickers like mental when you're in here. Okay, so this is now recording. It doesn't really want us to merge, so if I do it that way, I'm hoping it works still. I mean, it still says recording. Obviously these recordings are gonna look awful because this this sink is tiny, but I obviously just want to give it a fair shot. The screen is turned off, but it's still on, so I'm assuming, I'm assuming that's the LCD like screensaver mode, which it is. We have moved to an old pot that is no longer used, and I'm going to fill that with water so that it can actually fill the camera up from the very top, just to see how well it does actually submerged in water. Okay, so this is fully filled with water. We're going to turn the other camera back on because it has turned itself off. Obviously it has been a few minutes. Right, the only problem is it's very dark in there. That is recording now. Look, you can see yourself now from another perspective. Wow! But I look gorgeous. Sarcasm, obviously. But that is not turning off. This water is room temperature. It's not hot, it's not cold. It's just right. And it is still recording. The mic does say that it's on, but also I've got screensaver on, so that it does do that, but obviously it's still recording. And can I stop the buttons under the water? It's very hard to press the buttons underwater. You heard the beep, it's very quiet, but look, it's still on! And just to give you an idea on quality on selfies, this is artificial lighting obviously. I'm using my Sony
ZV-1, which is obviously a good vlogging camera, and I'm also using the AKASO so that you get best of both worlds, so you can see what the quality is like from each other. So just from using that camera last night, it doesn't do well in dark lighting, it doesn't do well in low lighting, but outside, from what I've seen through the camera, it looks pretty good. The other flaws that I've had so far is when you've got the case on, especially the clip one on, you cannot see the screen. So you have to link it to your phone app to be able to see what it looks like through the camera, but then you have to use the phone to start recording. If you try to start recording through the camera while using the phone app, it will not work. It will not start recording. You must record it through the phone app. It is very unusual for me to be holding my camera like this, but thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy today's video, please do not forget to smash that sub button, hit that like button, and touch the bell notification button to get notified every time I post, because obviously it does help me and this channel a lot. So thank you to everyone who's done that, who's kindly doing that. It means the world to me. I post every single Saturday, 8:30 PM UK time on the dot. So see you next time. Bye!